Rightio guys, off to see Dennis in his workshop for part 2 of this clip.
Started out with some petty crimes, taking money from blood. Before you knew it, they were on the run, working on farm to farm, rolling me out back tracks late at night with a gun.
G'day guys, Bastard from Bastard's Prey. We're, as promised, at Dennis's workshop where he does his taxidermy, and Diane, because Diane does a lot of the birds, which we'll talk about on an episode when we can. And I see you. The Red.
He's short-sighted.
Red is short-sighted, so he needs to be able to see what's going on here. Looks good, Red. Yep.
Yeah, g'day.
Yeah.
My name's Red. How are you, sir?
How's my colouring going? Anyway, we're here with Dennis and Diane from Australian Taxidermy. This is their workshop, and they are basically this is where all of the love comes into the work. Stop it, Dennis. You're throwing me off. Well, it's good to see you having fun. So this is where Dennis comes, does all of his work, and Dennis, lots of animals here. They're obviously animals you've caught yourself throughout the years.
Yeah, just one or two of them. Or all of them.
One or two of them. There's quite a few. I'm always impressed when I come here, guys. We'll take some photos and show you around. So what happens here? Obviously the factory, you're supplying Australia, New Zealand
Yep.
with all the bits and
Taxidermy,
pieces.
sundries, items,
Yep.
forms, eyes, ears, glues, chemicals.
Everything.
Here, as I just do minimal amount of taxidermy because the other business takes over my life. So at home here, I do ongoing customers and friends for their taxidermy needs. I run a very small shop here, taking in about 30 heads a year.
That's
Where a lot of guys can take over 100 heads a year. So
wow. Even 30 heads a year, I imagine that's time consuming as it is. It wasn't always like that. You've had parts of different times of career.
yeah, well, I started off my life as a fitter and turner for General Motors, did my apprenticeship there, worked there for 8.5 years, helped with getting the Family 2 project off the ground down there, which was the good old Chimera motor. And then I became a postman, looking for the leisurely life of working for the government. Ended up being part-time manager for the Postal Delivery Centre, and I got sick and tired of being a boss and being bossed around by staff because they think they've always got one over you. So the guy I learned taxidermy from, he had the supply business at the time, and I just asked him one day if he'd like to sell it. And 6 months later he asked me if I was still interested, and here I am nearly 7 years later doing this and doing supply company. And we couldn't be better off working for ourselves. It's harder, work more hours, 7 days a week, but enjoyable.
Yeah. It's the field that you want to be in anyway, which is
For
not everyone can do
a
that.
few more years, and then
See where you go.
yeah, we'll see what ends up at the end of time.
We may be having to do one of our interviews with Dennis and Diane in New Zealand. Who knows what's on the cards? Maybe not.
Or in America, who knows?
In America.
May next year.
Excellent. So what about, like, Dennis, I just want to ask you a few questions. What about, like, how did you get into hunting in the first place?
Well, I started off as a teenager with my brother and his mates back in the early 70s. Brother took me away because they had very elderly parents, and I was a bit of a handful as a teenager, so he took me under his wing, and yeah, hunting became my passion, my lifestyle. And now I've gone from the nth degree where my hobbies turned into my full-time job. And you couldn't ask for a better way of life.
It's very true. It's very true.
So all these trophies in here, apart from about 4 or 5, have all been taken by myself. A few have been mounted by different taxidermists before I actually got into the field of taxidermy. And yeah, the rest of them, you can see my progression through taxidermy from the crummy looking ones to the not so crummy looking, as in this fella here. Yeah, but that's it.
And what's made it for you? Like, what I can't tell, guys, but for you, Dennis, what would you have said that you've improved on? Like, what was crummy and what is now not crummy?
Oh, look, really, when I first started, I didn't know nothing. Really, it was just a matter of putting the skin on, and that's what you thought was good. But now, you look into it, you look at muscle definition, facial expressions, eye set. There's a whole lot more involved, and now I use reference material as in lifelike photos of animals, so I can try and replicate what a lifelike animal looks like, what it behaves like. Yeah, without that reference, a hunter, as I started off as a hunter and tried to be a taxidermist, is my perception of what a deer looked like. And being a hunter, your perception is that deer in the scope when you squeeze the trigger. And you see a startled animal.
Yeah.
And to having something that looks relaxed, calm, and in trying to have it in its natural surrounds without no stress or nothing, having an appeasing looking mount than having like my first ones, their eyes aren't set right and they're popped out of the head, so they all look scared and knew they were going to die. So at least looking at something like this, it looks like it's alive and it's relaxed.
Gotcha. So Dennis, what are you up to at the moment, mate?
Just putting in a bit of pink to make it a fleshy colour look to the nose. We end up blending different colours to get the required colour that we need for the nostrils.
Okay.
Either start off with a white or a pink, the base coat.
And the customer, a bit of the history on this, you know, anything about this guy here and
This guy,
yeah. What's his name?
this is Red the deer.
Red. G'day, Red. Red meet the Bastards Prey audience. He's not very talkative, is he?
He had a shocking time in his last few hours of life.
I see. And you're trying to bring him back to life, obviously.
Well, I'll try.
Where does Red come from? Do we know?
This one was actually from a deer farm.
Deer farm? And he's going to where?
He's more than likely at the Springvale Sporting Shooters Complex.
In Victoria, and that would be what, probably the Deer Stalkers Club, I imagine.
Yeah.
Okay. Which both Dennis and myself are members of, and Dennis, you've been here for ages.
5 or 6 years. Oh no, 7 years there.
7 years. I'm surprised they've been able to put up with you for that long.
Yeah, it's amazing anyone puts up with me for so long.
Well, Diane would be able to confirm that. How many years? Is that months or 30 years? 35 years?
Next month.
35 years next month. So, wow. That's for sure. That's been with each other for a long time now. Yeah.
As the old saying goes, you get out with less than murder.
Yeah, put a bit of pinky years.
You want some? Hang on a minute. Would you like a pink earrings ears?
Yeah,
Is what you said?
we can duck into it.
I like it. It's mounted on the board, huh?
It's finished and ready to go.
We're going to get some proper footage of that today.
How you doing?
So you're just adding your colours, trying to get it as natural looking as possible. And there's a lot of, you've done competition work too. So I see some stuff here maybe from, where is that from, Africa?
Yeah, African mounts in here. I've taken to the World Show in New Zealand. I'm also the president of the Australian Association of Wildlife Artists here in Australia, which is a taxidermy club, an association. We are having our next major competition in March next year, from the 10th to 12th of March here in Lilydale, at the York and Lilydale complex. General public's welcome to come in on the Saturday from 12 o'clock till 5, and then on the Sunday from 10 till 4. And we're only asking for a gold coin donation for the general public to walk through and have a look at some really great mounts from Australian taxidermists, and hopefully we'll have some New Zealand taxidermists over here competing as well.
Oh wow. So it's grown since last year,
Yeah,
from what I remember. And there's birds and fish and all kinds of taxidermy.
it's all styles of taxidermy, fish, birds. Fish can either come in skin mount or replica, as in fiberglass. You'll have all ranges of things. People out here think taxidermy is just deer heads, and no, it's not. They can go from a little sparrow right up to a life-size animal. Fish, birds. Last year we had a seal. So everybody's welcome.
A seal.
That's it. We get the seal of approval.
That's roof. That's different.
I started hunting back in 1973. My first episodes with sambar hunting was probably unheard of to a lot of hunters these days. But back then there was no real cool drive to the hunting scene. So walking from the main road like backpackers do these days, and we hunted with just a little calico bag pack, GP boots, just the basic things we used, a lot of ex-army surplus stuff from the Vietnam War as camo, but most of the time we wore blue jeans and a check hunting shirt or a good woolen jumper.
And that's really all you need. You don't need to go crazy. However,
you know, these days it's high tech and it's the dog's behind my camera. It's high tech and for good reasons too. So it's an advantage to have all the warm and camouflaged equipment and clothing.
My first experience, I went in with my brother into a spot up in Thompson Dam, or Thompson before it was actually a dam. They hadn't started doing any work back then in 73. My brother had an old Kawasaki motorbike, trail bike, and we rode that bike down the track and then walked in. And my first experience with the almighty Santa here was had enough. We sat down to have a break. At that stage my brother used to smoke and he lit a cigarette up, and within about 30 seconds of him lighting the smoke and the smoke going uphill behind us, there's this almighty honk and this massive big creature took off, and he was only about 50 metres from us when we sat here.
Wow.
And yeah,
And that would give you a buzz.
such excitement for a 13-year-old to actually shit himself in the middle of nowhere.
13. Wow.
And
Wow. That's so. Young guys, get out there. If you're you know, parent, whatever, get out there. Join a club too. I mean, you know, you join clubs, meet people, learn about it, and you know, if you're young, it's even better. You got the whole of your life to affect something that but you're not always going to see these things.
but hunting today, deer numbers are growing fantastically here in Victoria and every other state in Australia where there's deer. To me now, if you don't go in the bush and see or hear an animal take off, there's something wrong with you. You're not doing something right. There's that many animals out there that, you know, government departments are now saying that they're in plate proportion. And unfortunately the reason they're in plate proportion is that the government won't open up these national parks and that for the hunters to get into to actually find health situations.
Hard
But
politics.
that's my political.
Politics on bastards, bro. Well, we can't have that, can we? Actually, Bastards Spray TV, we can have whatever we want. Politics is good.
That's my political view on that.
Fair enough.
And I have been around for a few years and been members of different hunting clubs and organisations ever since I was 13. In and out of the ADA since 1973.
Okay.
Still a current member of the ADA. Member of Deer Stalkers, which is a fantastic club. Hint, Trevor, now me another beer. Clubs are good, and then clubs do have their downsides, but we won't go into that.
Well, yeah, everything has its positive and negative. You know, lots of people in the club, lots of different views, clashings, etc. I think it's a waste of time. Just, you know, get out in the clubs and you understand it's going to be like anything else. There's going to be things that you like about the clubs, but it's all about, at the end of the day, you know, the clubs are there to help meet people and to gain knowledge.
To help set you up, but don't expect them to give totally all their knowledge and their hunting spots away.
No.
Because that will never happen, no matter who you speak. They will help you, I'll help you, Peter will help you, but when it comes down to X marks the spot, you've got to locate them yourself.
Very true, very true. Yeah, and part of the fun is that really crappy bit where you don't know what you're doing. I found that is all part of the, you know, the massive learning experience that you're going to go through, and it's going to create your own style of hunting too. May not be exactly someone else's idea. It may be that later on in your life you think, well, that was a waste of time in those early days. However, I find it all part of the experience. I utilise all of it. You know, I always say it's like a Jimi Hendrix thing. You've got to go out there, you know, put yourself on the line, do your own stuff, and learn about it, and then also do your research and try and combine the two. So how are we going with these mucking around with the eyes and making them look good?
Oh, I'm getting it.
What part of it? What would you be looking at now? So I've noticed you're doing a lot of cleaning away.
Yeah, cleaning and smoothing so it transitions nicely. Because like everything that we know, once you put paint on something, the highlights have mistakes.
Oh, yes.
So,
Very true.
and to be honest, I enjoy what I do. I'm not perfect in what I do,
He's hard on himself.
but at the end of the day, my main boost of self-satisfaction is when the customer comes through the door and goes, oh wow, that looks fantastic, I really love it. That's what counts.
And this guy's going to feel that way too. I'm sure you can't wait to get his animal on the wall.
Customer satisfaction is what we're about here.
Well, we're going to go to a commercial break. No, we're not. I'm just getting another beer.
Commercial break. Break it. No one can fix it.
It's nice looking up. Diane's, we met Diane,
The boss.
the boss, Diane, and she's doing the birds. So it's a family thing, right? How can you get better than that? It's a family affair. You guys run the main factory where we've already been to,
Yeah.
and then you've got this side of it, which is more a personal side, isn't it?
Yeah, well, this is really just a hobby for me. I am a fully licensed taxidermist. It's one thing you have to be in Victoria to mount game animals such as deer. We abide by the law because of their business and what we do. There are quite a few out there that don't. That's our own personal thing. I can't tell anyone how to run their business or run their lives. That's their thing in life, and we try and do what we have to do to keep our head above water and keep the government happy in their way.
So there's obviously the political pressures as well, and you've got to adhere to. So with your licence, you were saying, what do you actually, how does that work? If you wanted to become a taxidermist, you started getting interested.
Well, first off, you have to apply to the department for an application for a licence. Then you have to have a full police check to make sure that you've got no criminal background.
There goes my career in taxidermy.
And this is only for animals and birds. If you want to become a fish taxidermist, there is no licence involved.
Ah, I still have a chance.
So, yeah. No, because with the taxidermist licence, it entitles you, if you've got the right paperwork, to mount to train natives. Otherwise, you can only mount deer and ducks. Ducks when they come in during the season. But the licence, when the hunter brings his animal in, they have to inspect their game license to make sure they have the appropriate license. We also have to record the license of that person's name. A lot supplied by the government. And every year we have to send in a return to the government to say what we have processed through our facility and what animals we haven't processed. So during the hunting year I might say take in 20 animals, and by the end of that time that the government requires their returns, I might have only processed 10, but I still have to let them know that I've still got 10 in recovery.
Wow. Yeah, it's very
Your license is, to me, is an insurance policy. It's to safeguard yourself. So now I've gone around the eyes, filled in the nostrils, and clean up to get rid of the bit of dry glue that I've noticed.
even the animals have to brush their teeth.
Yeah.
Bloody bastards. So this is why Dennis is wearing his binos.
So I can see all the defects.
Yeah, you can't, like I can't see, you know, I couldn't see what he's seeing, that's for sure, and I'm standing close up. But obviously with his binos there, what are they, Swarovskis?
We're pretty close to it. Diamante,
Well, that sounds, when you say that, it sounds expensive. And you sell them as well? Well, of course. Why wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you?
you want to know your products that you're selling today, Mole? Every product that I'm using here, we supply to all our customers. Yeah, what we have to do is wait for the epoxy stuff to harden. Go ahead. It's a makeup on this pretty girl.
Okay, how long does the epoxy take? Obviously, the heat temperatures vary, but generally.
That'll go half hour, 45 minutes.
Ooh, lots of time to talk about other stuff and have a few beers.
We can talk about women, naked ones.
Well, we will be talking about that because I believe coming up shortly we'll be giving away a hunter's pack, and I'll just pan to it later on, but definitely we'll be including one of these. What was it, Dennis?
Well,
Wild Hunters
Wild Women Calendar.
Wild Women Calendar. Right. And we're on November at the moment. We don't know who Mrs. November is, but we'll find out for you.
Her name's Amy.
Amy. And we'll find out Amy's surname. And that'll be one of the packs that we're going to give away. Because we are going to be drawing for those lucky subscribers that have joined up, and there's been quite a few now that have joined up to Bastards Prey TV. We will be drawing I think it'll be June of next year. We'll be drawing our competition, and that's where we take someone out for a hunt or a fish, depending on what they want to do and the circumstances around that. But that'll be one of the prizes that'll be in there. So forward to that. So for those guys who haven't subscribed, hop online. Just hop on YouTube and it's great. You'll get a chance to have a look at some of our other clips. Most of them are just exactly how you see. You know, we're all full of fun and mucking around. A little bit of bullshit and a lot of information, as much as we can give you. All right, Dennis. Well, thank you for running through your work over the last few days, showing us your factory workshop, and you know, allowing us to come into here and see what you do on your days off. And as a passion,
Days off. No such thing.
no such thing for the workers.
Bye, y'all. See you next time.
See you guys.
See you on the country mile.
Rolling the outback tracks late at night with a gun. Sounds like so much fun. But watch out for 'em, watch out son.